friends. Zelvin, thank you for that sub a few minutes ago. Dan Bennett, welcome back. Melquake soon. Yes, Melquake soon. Steve, thank you. Thank you very much. It's 2 a.m. here. Don't you stay up too late, Steve. Constancy, almost 3 years. I know. If this stream was a baby, it would be like talking some mad shit, but it would be talking. Mr. Sunshine TV, welcome. I'm going to do my little post as is tradition. I'm going to hold myself accountable to doing that before we get on with this shit. Ink Theft, who's that? Sorry, you might be hearing some weird stuff coming from my mic. I'm like adjusting it because it's not sitting right. Oh, I know, Constancy. welcome, Inky boy. We did like the candles you made me. They lit them. They lit those candles as part of my birthday celebration. Because that was like a few days after. They bought me a cake, and like I was off doing some errand that didn't need doing, so that they could set up the bus. And then your candles were lit, so they had a very specific use. Am I accepting demos nowadays? What does that mean? What does that question mean, Das Record? Am I accepting them? I mean, I'll listen to stuff, but not right now. I accept your demo. I accept and acknowledge it. I don't know. This isn't going to be like a demo review stream or anything like that. If that's what you're asking. The King Crown don't. Yeah, I'm here now. Thank you, Shingero. Ink Theft to Croc. That's lovely of you, sir. Number one doorman world right there. It's me. Hello. Hi. Yes. I almost got. Wait. I'm done. I'm not multitasking very well right now, so give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna just do this. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay, I'm here. Number one Goo Gunner. Number one Goo Master. Hornet VR, thank you so much. We are so back. Dom and guys as well, welcome back. 62 years. So crazy. Inky again. You crazy bastard. The Mech 27, thank you for the Prime. Cecilasso, thank you very much for those 3 months of Prime as well. Mark Lee, welcome back. 58 months. Insanity. Multi-Micros, thank you very much for the 6 months. Freya, welcome back, friend. Welcome, everybody. We're here. We made it. I don't know what we're doing today. This was like Apostle OW. Who do you main? Who do you main? I must know. Thank you, Apostle, very much for those 5. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's crazy. I was like 13. So let me bend you. Yeah. If you got a gift sub off anybody, make sure you're thanking them because, you know, we want to be polite around here. Wrecking Ball and Winston. Winston is a cultured pick. I like that for you. Nice. Hey, Jeffez. Welcome. Hey, I'm seeing a lot of first-time chatters here, too. Thank you for making the trip over, you lot. I don't know what we're going to be doing today. Today's going to be a pretty unorganized one. We're just going to probably chill and chat for a bit, I imagine. And then I'll probably make some music. I've made some very nice discoveries. Made some very nice little musical discoveries recently. Feeding that void every day. I'm screaming your voice in my brain. It's more than I can. It's your first time too. Welcome, Ginger Kitty Creative. Welcome all you first time chatters. Hey, thank you. You're all very welcome here. We sit here and music sometimes happens, and we also chat. And sometimes I get on my soapbox about a video game I'm obsessing over. Goofy McGee, welcome to you too. And Shitty Food. That's a good name. Good get there. well obtained. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that one. Wild Inkale? I don't know. Welcome to you too. Charlotte was amazing. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I was worried about the Charlotte show. The North. Oh man, I'm fucking absolutely forgetting. The Carolina shows were all actually a concern for me beforehand, but they turned out a lot better than I'd thought. What game am I obsessing over currently? You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. Kaizen, thank you very much. Hi, welcome. Junaria, welcome all the you first-time chatters. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to speak up and ask any questions while we're here today. So I pretend I'm something else entirely. Box Cutie, you got to see me in Greensboro? That was fun too. It's White Knuckle. Yes, White Knuckle is the best game I've played in a long time. White Knuckle is impeccable. I will take no slander of White Knuckle. It's the best game, and that's all that I have to say on it. White Knuckle. It's still in early access, but it's so fun. It's not spooky. It's not that spooky. It's a tiny bit spooky, but it's like that's not why I like it. I don't really care about the spooky part. Did I end up playing Ultra Kill? Is it out of early access yet? I don't know. What do you mean 2 years? Thank you, LC9510. Appreciate you. Oh, I missed Death by Toast as well. Thank you, Death by Toast. Austin was awesome. Thank you. A the Sleuth, welcome as well. Thank you. Philly's show was great. Yeah, no, Philly was fun. No, I know Ultra Kill is out, but it was in early access last time I checked, and I want to play Ultra Kill when it's finished. Can't wait for Munich. I can't wait for the European tour. It's going to be great. Actually, Austria, if anybody here is thinking about going to the Austria show and doesn't have a ticket yet, buy it like today. That's not me like trying to push selling to you, but yesterday I was told there are 14 tickets left. So if you've been thinking about it, don't be thinking about it long, because it might even be sold out right now. Yeah, 14 tickets left. Thanks for coming to Chicago. Chicago was great. Chicago's been great 3 times in a row. Chicago is fast becoming one of my favorite cities to play in America. When I see somebody with a spark I lost, it's hard to believe. Like the gleam in the sheen when you enter a room, they all know what I mean. Oh, a load of stuff. Oh, thank you all very much. 3 stream streak. Quite a long streak. The last stream was a while ago. We finished this tune off last time, right? I think. But welcome, everybody. But obviously my favorite is Denver. I love Denver. Denver's great. I will say, because I feel like Denver can take it, they didn't go as hard as last time. Last time they went a lot harder, but we also had some tech issues. How am I doing? I'm in limbo. Not in a bad way, but I'm in limbo. Wireless, thank you so much for the Prime. I came back from tour maybe like a week, 2 weeks ago. It was probably more than that. Yeah, it was like maybe even 3. I don't know. Time's kind of dead. It's kind of broken. But thank you for it. I appreciate you, man. You'll carry that, the mech. I'm sure you will. Love to see me in KC. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm in limbo because I go back on tour in about 3 weeks. So this is a mini series of streams. Wait, let's do this. But yeah, this is like a mini series. We're going to be doing only a few streams, 3 streams probably, one each week for the next few weeks, and that'll be and then I got to go on tour again. But after that, we'll be back to regular scheduled programming. Gelbray, welcome back, friend. Thank you very much for that sub. Thank you so much. Scheduled? well, you know, it's can I come back to Minnesota? I'm sure we will. Yeah, don't know when, but I'm sure that'll happen. What's my setup like? What do you mean, Sunshine? You talking about my stream setup, my gear list? Because my gear list is kind of long. Tickets locked in for Prague. Oh yeah, Prague's selling well too. We need to get those tickets soon too. Oh, you didn't notice the tech issues? No, we carried them pretty well. But yeah, I can. You know what? Let's get Spotify up. Let's get Spotify up, and we'll just put on some. We'll put on some Ape Escape because I can speak over that pretty well. Ape Escape. Actually, let's just like shuffle that album. Give me one moment. I haven't used Spotify in quite a while, so. Add to queue. There you go. Lovely. Ape Escape would go crazy right now. Ape Escape goes crazy literally all the time. Real Music YT, thank you so much. Thank you for that sub. 27 months. Noakes, welcome back. Hope the tunes are going well. Oh, thank you, Wolf Paws. Love you too. Yeah, Ape Escape OST. Not this one though. This one's not the move. Is this just gonna play it in order? There we go. This one's a banger. Okay, so what's new? How were things? We did the tour. We did the USA tour. That was very fun and really, really hard in ways that touring hasn't been for me in the past. So I don't know how many of you know about this. When we went out there, we started up in Minneapolis. I believe that was our first show. And during that time, like mid-January, was a pretty unprecedented weather event, like a crazy, crazy cold front. And we were in that for probably about 3 weeks. We were in some blizzards. We were in some negative 35 Celsius degree cold. One night in Madison, we were like on the bus. Wait, let me take this back. Let me take this back a little minute. So we were touring on what's called a bandwagon, and the bandwagon is essentially a converted truck. So like you got a trucker, like a truck front at the front, and then a big container at the back on like the truck bed. Like a big truck, I think they call them a semi truck in the USA. I might be wrong. But yeah, and inside that back portion is our quarters essentially. So it's like a small, almost kitchen thing. No tap, but there's like a microwave and a fridge, and we keep all our food in the fridge, of course, and some cupboards for the rest of the food, and like some couches and a little small table that you'd usually find me at, just like trying to make tunes. And then at the back is 8 bunks. So like eight small bunks, probably about like this wide. So like I guess like 130 centimeters wide, like 3 foot. I don't know in feet. But and like maybe like as you lie on your back, it's only the roof is maybe about this far from you. So it's a cramped little like bigger than a coffin, but not too much bigger than a coffin, and we each have one of those. The bandwagon joke was hysterical. I don't know which joke that was. I don't remember the joke. But yeah. I'm just quickly catch up on some Excite. Thank you very much. Spaces, welcome back. Thank you. Oh, it was commented. Shit, I missed it. Do I plan to release more VIP versions of the songs? If I make them, maybe. I didn't finish the Road to Nothing one. I just, there was something up with it for me, and I didn't want to work on it anymore. And that's the important part. But yeah, so we, that's a bit, actually, that was fun. But yeah, so we were staying on the bandwagon, and the back part of the bandwagon, which is like, yeah, as I say, like a living room and some beds, basically, with a fridge and a TV. That is powered by a generator underneath. and in below a certain temperature, generators and batteries chemically work less efficiently. I don't know the exact name of the process or whatever, but it's like a commonly observed thing. And we were in temperatures below that, which is not how things usually are for 90% of inhabited civilization. So one night when we were in 35 degree, negative 35 degree, it might even have been like 37 or something. It was crazy. While we were in that cold, the generator went out. And I shit you not, the degree to which... Okay, shit. Blades Runner, thank you so much for those 10. That's crazy. Hey, if you got one of those 10 off Blades Runner, make sure you thank them profusely, because I will. Thank you so much, Blades Runner. Welcome back. Welcome. I see you did your own sub too. Thank you very much, friend. Thank you. But yeah, so that night when the generator went down, it was kind of crazy because we were like, it was cold in there anyway. We couldn't fully heat the bandwagon against the cold very efficiently. And then after the generator went down, it was crazy how it went from like a almost too cold room to like, oh, we're in danger. Like we're all in danger of freezing to death and catching hypothermia. That shit happened so quickly. So people wouldn't want to be jumping on the bandwagon. Honestly, it's a certain way of life. It is. Block Builder 57. Thank you for that sub, as well as Quackinator. Thank you. Yeah, that kind of cold does get scary very quickly. It's funny because like the difference between like negative 10 and negative 37 or whatever it was doesn't feel that different to be outside, but obviously it is a big difference. But yeah, and that was around the time we found out that we weren't going to be able to do the Columbus, Ohio show on the right day. Like there was like a big shutdown in Ohio, or at least that's what we were told. There was a big shutdown of like highways and everything in Columbus, Ohio. Pat's still trying to warm up to this day. He's stopped being so weak. No, I don't mean that. Pat was very, very instrumental in the success of that tour. The Cambridge show was your first live show for any music, let alone D&B. Oh, thank you for that. It was the Cambridge show is like, I don't know which of the top three is number one, but like that show was really great. I really enjoyed that show. That was a really special one. Yeah, Cambridge was particularly great. Yeah, that one was like serious. Oh, Sidge, that's awesome. Good to see you again then. Hey, welcome. But yeah, what else happened? So after that, we kind of got off to Chicago and Toronto. Toronto was another top 3 show for me. Toronto was amazing. Finally, Toronto. I've been being asked for a long time. Oh, the 1 minute long clip of My. Aceway was your first EDM show? Fair enough. Not many EDM shows are gonna feel like that. We're a little off the beaten path. We're a little different, but I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Click Track, welcome back. LA was fun. Tara, welcome back, Tara. Hello, friends. It was your first show. How many of you were there for your first ever show of any kind? Like if you're here, of course. The Austin one was also a major surprise because we played in Dallas the night before, and Dallas was like a good show, like no complaints. And I was expecting something quite similar because we're in the same state, and I had imagined that culturally it would be quite a similar experience because we hadn't traveled that far. But then Austin was just like, what? This is chaos. This is insanity. There was like this one group in the middle of the crowd in Austin that were just going ham the whole way through, like and like I could see it, like I could see their energy like kind of rubbing off on people, and like it was just kind of like getting more and more hype, and then like eventually it was just like wall to wall craziness. That was a really fun one. But yeah, touring. What else is touring like? Touring is a lot of eating food that you wouldn't necessarily choose to have for your dinner. Like a lot of our time in between shows is spent at truck stops because we're in a truck. So we're at like lots of like truck stops and taking truck stop showers and eating Denny's because there's always a Denny's at a truck stop, or maybe like a Subway, and if we're lucky, a Taco Bell or something. But yeah, it's not. We didn't really have a chance all that often to eat any differently to that. You regret not asking for a photo at the show in Greensboro? I'm sure we'll be back. I'll see you again sometime. I'm sure. Truck stop showers. Hey. I know how the phrase truck stop shower sounds, but they're fantastic. They're absolutely fucking awesome. Like you go in, you give them, I think it's like, you give them $17, you get some towels. The room has been cleaned, gets cleaned literally after every person's shower. You have a toilet, you have your own sink, you got a nice shower, and you have no time limit. And you could just go in there and you know, pretty often on tour, like we would go 2 or 3 days without being able to shower, which happens. Like that's just part of it. So you know, you'll like do like sink showers and like dry shampoo and stuff like that. But then you get to that truck stop shower and you're in a clean private room for as long as you want to be, and you just stand under the shower and you're like, this is the best. I am so happy. Am I gonna mix on stream today? Like make a tune? Well, I do have. We are here. I'm looking at this right now. So yeah. But yeah. No, if you're driving around in the USA and you go to a Love's, then get a Love's shower. Just get a shower. Just have fun. It's great. Do I still have the headband you gave me in LA? Yeah, I actually saw that earlier. Where is that? I don't know where I put it. I had to tidy my studio a little bit for the stream, but I had it. I still have it. I'm back. I am back. Hello. I've missed some subs. Inkmaster, thank you very much for the resub. Crash Jizzle, welcome back. Emphasis check, welcome. See you in Prague next month. See you in Prague next month. Arcando, so close to the Amsterdam show. It is really close. Love's truck stops are the best. They are the best. They are. I even bought like some like little Love's memorabilia that I have now. Kidsy, thank you very much. Good to see you in Kansas City. Thank you. Oh yeah, the Killjoy tattoo. Thank you so much. That shit still to this day is surprising to me. But yeah, I don't know. Those kinds of things often feel like almost confronting because it's like, whoa. Better not let you down now. I'm on your skin. I still need a PO box. I'm sorry. I don't have a PO box yet. I've been meaning to get one for a long time. 71 whole years, Nexus. Welcome. Congratulations on retiring. I missed yours, Doc. Did I miss? Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Thank you again, Doc. Sorry, my friend. Appreciate you. PT Fusion with 5 subs. Friends, thank you so much. For real. Thank you all very much. If you got a sub off PT Fusion, then yeah, make sure you thank him. Banger. Oh, I was showing Fleur Yue this soundtrack the other day. So good. Like this was like, you know, this game came out in like 99, and like, you know, I was a tiny child when this came out, and I'm there playing this fun monkey game and hearing sounds like this for the first time ever. Mind-blowing shit, man. Siva Gunner mashup. I don't know what that is. Let me quickly Google that. Who is this person of which you speak? Is that a big deal? Are they quite big? I haven't heard of them. I live under a rock. I do my best not to spend Too much time. Yeah, I'm checking now. Well, they get... Oh, it's in a mashup. Wait, are they using my shit? I'll take a look at this later. I never heard of Siva Gona. No, I haven't. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know shit. It's honest. They make meme mashups. Oh, should I be worried? Should I be concerned? Preslin, I don't, which ones did you give me? Because, I got given quite a few. I got given quite a few bead necklaces and things. Liquidity Festival is full live band? Yes. Yes, it is. I don't know which day we're playing on off the top of my head, but yes, we're rolling deep with the live band, for Liquidity Festival. For the 10-year anniversary. Oh yeah, LA's crowd was fantastic too. LA was really good. Oh, the Lemonade one especially was great. That's actually I had that in a pocket, and I wore that coat yesterday, so I found it in that pocket and I put it in a nice safe place. That one's doing fine. I think I might have to take off one bead from that because it doesn't fit, or I'll just like put it on a nice little plinth of some kind. Snakeshift EXE, welcome. I hope I can make it to San Diego soon. I do too, because I really want to go to San Diego and have like a nice Cali burrito. We originally were supposed to go to San Diego on the most recent tour. That show fell through, as sometimes happens. Yeah, the try hard sit down bit, that was great. Do I like receiving fan arts at shows? Of course I do. The only problem with getting gifts at shows is that tour breaks things, and we have to obviously store those things and get them home, and very often just the world chews up these valuable things, and then like invariably not all of them are able to make it home. So yeah, that's a weird one. I love that people make those things for me, but I also feel really terrible when like I don't know we put some bracelets in a drawer somewhere, and then we open that drawer a week later and tour shit has happened, and we've been like driving and like 3 of them disintegrated, and then it's like this person made this for me, and now I feel fucking terrible. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh, the 10-gallon hat. Yeah, man. One horse town with a cowboy hat on was a moment. Yeah, that shit was peak. I felt like a true cowboy there with my one horse on the dusty highway. That's how touring feels. Oh, Lethal, you made the candles, but you couldn't make it to the show. Oh, well. I don't know when we're going to be doing an all ages show near you, but hopefully soon, so that you can make it to one. But yeah, Ape Escape, definitely, Captain Gromit. Of course. Still have the Nightwalk demo in my thing. Whoa, what's up? Fat Chicken, what's up? Hello, I'm a young producer from Estonia and I struggle with releasing my music. I'm proud of what I've made, but I get anxious about what people might think about the mix or sound choices. How do you get past that fear and put your music out? Well, there's quite a few answers to that in my mind. So one of them is, you should never really worry what people think of your music if you're proud of it, because if you're proud of it, honestly, truly proud of it, then it shouldn't really matter what anybody else thinks, because there's music that you don't like and that you think is trash that maybe one of your friends loves, and that's just the truth. It's a subjective art form. There is no right or wrong in music. There is only correct for you. So when people don't like your music, the thing is that they're right. They don't, and that's okay. The next thought for me would be like, release it now before you get better, Because if you sit on stuff, then you're going to get better than that, because obviously if you're really into making music, you're learning, and your future music will be better mixed, and it will better reflect the sensibilities that you hold at that time in your life. So the only time to release music is when you've made it, because after that it just stops being you at that moment, and that's important, you know. I hope that answers your question. Honestly, Fat Chicken, just release it. Just get it out there. Once you've done it a few times, you won't think about it anymore. You'll just make the music, and that will be freeing for you. That would be what I would say. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, obviously, if you feel like you haven't quite got the track right, and you know, if you have a piece of music you're working on and it's basically finished and you're like, it's not right, then you can just hold on to that until you think you can do it properly. And I've done that before. I mean, look at Sunk Cost. It wasn't right in that first version, but it's right now. That's what I think. You're holding on to 10, it's hurting your soul. You got to work out what you don't know how to do then, Dan. You got to work out what you got to do next. Online tour merch store. Tour merch on the online store may not be a thing, but online merch is on the horizon. We're not going to do that. We're not going to really interface with that until we're done with the tours, but I do want to do it. Yeah. 9 Mr. Fox 5. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It truly is. For now. For 4 more hours for me. Did I miss? Iron Will, thank you for that Prime. Sorry I missed that. And GG Rattled, thank you very much. Oh, and Scan DJ and Dalibor Osu, all 4 of you. Thank you so much. Huge. The new ideas that were at Pizza Party went insane. Thank you. I'm sitting on a lot of material at the moment. Not all of it is stuff that you've heard, but it's go time. I'm fired up. I'm feeling really good about the direction that I'm going in musically at the moment, and the stuff I'm sitting on, and kind of trying to decide what to finish next. But I think we're probably going to be heading into another era of singles. But what I kind of want to do is, instead of kind of like just doing it as they're ready, is just like just hammer it, just go bang bang bang, like just finish a tune, put it into the machine, get it released ASAP, and just keep doing that, chain that for a while. Yeah. Time for album 3 then? No, not time for album 3. I don't know what I want to do for album 3 yet. Like with Killjoy, there was a goal in mind, and with Sunk Cost there was a goal in mind, and I don't mean like a goal for the actual final product, but a goal of like, how do I want to express myself right now? What kind of process makes sense for me to use, and what do I care about most in the music I release at the moment? And then you kind of carry that and go from there, and yeah. And that's how albums come about for me. I'm not going to say this like, I'm not going to give you too much detail on this because I don't want to. But there is an album I want to make that I don't think I'm ready to make yet. I don't think it'll be album 3, but I think one day I will attempt it. The Full House album? No, it's not a Full House album. No. Oh, guess the sample. What do I recommend for releasing independent? I don't know. I'm not the guy to ask, I'm sorry. I'm so not ready for Budapest. Oh, you better be. It's approaching. Blue Snap. Thank you very much. So excited for the London show. Me too. London's also pretty close to selling out, by the way, guys. If you want to come to that London show, you may lose your chance in the next week or two. Yeah. You definitely won't be able to get tickets on the door there that night. I promise you that much. Mario Kart Wii OST? Yeah, it's great. That's a great soundtrack. This was made in 1999. The fuck was Soichi Terada on? Sorry. I fucking love this soundtrack. This soundtrack is like part of my musical upbringing and DNA. It's near and dear to me. The Ironic Soldier, great to see you. Hope you guys have rested up since the NA lag. Yeah, we have. Well, we're pretty much. You know, these samples, I probably shouldn't be acknowledging that. Like, I was on some monkey business. I'm always on some kind of monkey business. Should we make some music? Should we make something? Does anybody have suggestions on what kind of music we could or should make today? Do we know the sold out status for the Austria show? Yeah. Yesterday there were 14 tickets left. 1-4. Get a ticket if you don't have it. Yeah, in it. ID Pewter? What's ID Pewter? Do I have to Google my own IDs again? I'm gonna do it. ID Pewter. What is this? That's not it. That's more Ape Escape. What is this? Oh. I've been playing this out a lot. I haven't like reapproached this one in a while. Hey, I'll play the real one. What was that called? This one. Yeah, here we go. It's just called Advanced Chords in my library. I think, no, we're going to make something from scratch. Keys to the Car? Keys to the Car is like, for me, that's like S tier. Don't worry about that one. That one's safe. I think I want to reapproach this one. I like this version, but I want to make this again and kind of do it again. Chords though. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Don't keep your shirt on, everyone. What have I made recently? I want to play this little house thing actually. Where is it? This one. This is I was struggling to make. Well, not struggling. I was making a lot of music on tour, but struggling with mixdowns a little bit. This is the only one that didn't turn out sounding like shit. Like because we're in a big vehicle. Like I was fighting, even though I have like noise cancelling producing on the Rode headphones. I was kind of fighting the sound of the engine and the road. So like the low mids in all of the demos I've made on tour are kind of just terrible. So like they're all like they've all just turned into decent sketches that have rough, decent arrangements. But yeah. This is one I made though on the bus. Yeah. Is that coming through? Yeah, it is. Obviously, only 8 bars of drop, but it's pretty suggestive of what it needs to be. It's pretty polite. Like this isn't like the the peak time, like, tune. But I like it. It's got a bit more restraint. What else we got? What else we've been playing with? There's that thing I put on Insta yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was the day before. I don't love how this sounds either, but that's okay. We don't worry about that. Can I play the yeah. Oh, Laura, yeah, I'm on that now. I got you. Halo? I've been fucking around with Halo again. Doesn't mean nothing. You know, we fuck around and sometimes we find out that it's not the moment. I do have some ideas for what's that song? Halo. I do have some ideas for it. Halo is finished and it's not finished. The intro is way better now though. I know the aesthetic for that tune. I'm really struggling with the drums on that tune. If we're being completely honest with ourselves. Sneak peek, you want to hear it? I mean, I can play a bit of it, I guess. But the drums sound like ass. The problem is I've boxed myself into a corner because the drums on Halo. Here, let me play Halo. The drums on Halo are the drums on Halo are basically really heavily processed individual mics coming from a drum kit, like from Superior Drummer. So like this is the version you may have heard if you know the tune. And so like these drums are really hard to work with. They're hard to like actually manipulate. And this mix down isn't that great in my opinion. So like I have to get the drums to a higher caliber, which is really hard, and then use that to kind of make it work. I don't know. I'm trying to behave though. I'm staying back, checking my temper and everything. Like the drums work. The problem is the drums do work, Shingara, but the thing is that because they're quite acoustic sounding, there's a certain like push and pull that's happening between what the sound design wants and what the drums want in terms of what the mix requires, because you can make any drum hit work if you contextualize it right, and it's a difficult one, but there's a really nice dynamicness to these as well. I'm trying to behave though. Here, Angie, thank you so much, and Cow Ranch, thank you for those gifts. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. And Bung Dude, welcome back. See, like, there's something really right about the drums in this version, and I actually, in trying to fix it, I lost something I liked about that version in the drums. So, like, I'm kind of in this sort of in-between place now. Hey, welcome back, Mike. Thank you for that. Thank you for that gift. Thank you for that gift sub. Oh no, not a gift. Thank you for resubbing anyway. Yeah, you love Halo so much. I can see it. But yeah, this is I think this vocal might be a bit shit. But where you stay, I want you near me. Hi. But you're still oh so far away. To want to know you. I'm also kind of playing around with the idea of having that, because there's like this little volume automation, and I've got like a really heavy compression. I don't know where it is. I've got a really heavy compression going on somewhere that's kind of like bringing up all of this reverb, but it's quite nice without it too. Like so here's what you just heard with it. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Here we go. Now we're locked in. I apologize. I was like, yeah, over here, there's like a little bit of volume automation. There was me like concernedly like hiding folders, and you couldn't even see my screen. Oh well. Just John, thank you for that Prime, friend. Thank you. Fat Chicken, thank you again for that 10. Let me just quickly read that. Oh, you love the vinyl. Thank you very much, Fat Chicken. Good luck with your tunes, friend. Thank you, thank you. It's my face. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, here's this tune. But like, so yeah, with the reverb, like you kind of get this sort of swell in between each vocal. That. But there's something kind of more violent about having no reverb. And here it is without any of that shit. This is just the vocal.
Oh, you understand what you won't say and what you won't do. I keep trying anyway, and I wish you'd hear me from that fortress where you stay. I want you near me, but you're still oh so far away. To want to know you, understand what you won't say, and what you won't do.
Sounds odd in a good way. It's just fuck around, you know. You try shit. Sometimes it turns out good. What else? Gas and Keys. I just mixed again for like the 4th time. But I'm struggling with a section of this one. Grass and Seeds to the Barn, yeah. Gas and Keys. So like it's really funny. Here, let me do some side by side comparisons for you because this is kind of a flex. Where's Gas and Keys? Where's the most recent version? There it is. Gas and Keys, yeah, it's just one note. I don't know if it's the chorus or the verse. I don't really. It doesn't really follow those kinds of structures. But here, wait, is this the drop on this one? No, it's just a really loud build-up. Sick. We love that for us. That makes sense, right? I just gotta wait for it to load. Ah, I got the gas in the... Yeah, it's a silly one. I really like this one, though. What else? What else is around here? Oh, yeah, there's a tune I meant to play in the pizza party but forgot to. I'll just play that. This is stupid. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this one, but... Still entertaining Claws Out. I mean, not actively, but I could revisit it at some point.
So you spy the altar and you race there quickly till you find yourself there in a hollow victory, and you've done so many things.
This one's a bit silly. It's a little lost in the sauce.
Just to learn of everything and believe in nothing.
It's stupid. It kind of goes hard. It does kind of go hard, but it's also weird. I don't know. We play around. What else? This is it. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. Wee woo, wee woo. Okay, so here's the version of Gas and Keys that you are familiar with. Oh, get off. Wait, I'll give you the whole thing. Whole build up or whatever.
All you to apologize for nothing, but I got a couple little thoughts for you to weigh. You don't have to try to prophesize the tides changing.
The thing's happening.
We gotta get ourselves a moment either way.
There you go, make it smaller.
And I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart and the means to evolve. You best believe you can see through it all. Just got to start by receiving the call.
So that's the version you know. And then I was like, I actually have a problem with this. For me, it's quite plasticky. It's quite It's a bit thin. There's a lot of sub, but it's a bit thin anyway, and it's a bit piercing. And as I was playing it out on the USA tour, I kept feeling like it wasn't quite there. So I came back and I mixed it. So it went from this
I got the gas.
to this.
You got the heart and the means to evolve.
A bit more body.
Believe you can see through it all. Just got to start by receiving the call. I got the gas and the
Which is cool too. Maybe a little overly dynamic. This version was cool. I liked that. And then yesterday, actually, I did a little bit of engineering soul searching. I was like, nah, what if we do this? And so we went from that. Went from this.
gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart and the means to evolve. You best believe
To this.
and I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart.
Correct. There we go.
You best believe you can see through it all. Just got to start by receiving the call. I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart and the means to evolve.
I'm really struggling with this section because I don't really know how to fill it out if I'm being completely honest.
Everything's going nowhere. Still got a lot to do. I never get a chance to mention. I'm glad that I'm here with you. And if you ever catch a signal, I know that you got you through. Yeah, we get shit done together.
And then today I added these layers, which I love.
I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart and the means to evolve. You best believe you can see through it all. Just got to start by receiving the call. I got the gas.
But yeah, that's I'll finish that at some point. But yeah, no, it's I'm gonna be honest, I'm on my fuck it high energy arc again. We've been there before. Like, you know, we've had that, but it's rolled back around. Yeah. What else we got? Yeah, but that one, don't worry. You'll know when you know. Oh my god. Fat chicken again. Thank you. What's a genre I haven't made that I'd like to try? Overhyped but not a fan of. Music trend that I think is overhyped but not really a fan of. I really fucking hate everyone just using old classics as a way to just kind of get their like tunes easily through. But what's the genre? One thing I really want to do is you know what? Actually, going back to the Ape Escape soundtrack. Actually, I think it'll be really cool to do what tune was it? Sorry, one moment. I need to remember which tune this was. It might have been this one. No, it's not this one. Where is it? Sorry, I gotta find this one tune from this soundtrack. It's not this one. It's okay, I can't find it. But yeah, I want to do a 4 on the floor tune with a load of breaks on top. That's what I really want to do. I don't know if that's a genre thing, but that's something I haven't done yet that I intend to do. We could even do that today. I can produce for the next like 2 hours before I head off. Keeping on fucking awakens you. I know it does. Keeping on will happen one day. Keeping on's a bit like Moving On or One Horse Town. It's like it's there. It will happen. But you know, when is a good question. And it's not one I have the answer to, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, fake Algo? No. Algo has emerged from the chrysalis, everybody. He is now ink deft. That's a good thing. Do I have any other like silly what's V1 bit? Oh no, that's the set. Any new dubstep tunes in the working? We could do that today. I did actually. Did I? Yeah. I started a little dubstep thing on the bus, but it probably sounds like ass, and I haven't listened to it on these speakers, so I'm a little scared to show you. We want to do dubstep today? We'll do a vote in a moment. we'll do a vote in a moment, and we'll make something of some kind. I kind of want to do something with a snare though, because I have I'm not gonna lie, you know me, I may be prone to hyperbole on occasion, but I've solved snares for myself. I've actually solved them, finally, like actually, which is insane to say, but I did it. I fucking did it. But yeah, here you go. Yeah, I've been working on this one too. I think this is sounding correct now. It's been fun. It's been fun working on this one. It's been a bit silly. Am I doing the trick in here? I am doing the trick in here. Okay. We're gonna very, very, very quickly have a little base principles lesson so that I can tell you what I've done with this tech, this unbridled bullshit snare tech that I can only think of being able to do in Bitwig, to be completely honest. So, little history lesson. You don't have to know much about sound for this to make sense, I think. So, let me just do this first. I know there's a tone playing. I'm going to talk so it's not very loud. Give me a moment. I must keep speaking. And then when I've done this in a second, then the tone will go away. There you go. Okay, cool. So, you may or may not be aware of the sound of a clap in music production. Like, very, very simply, I'm just going to put like a kick. Like if I put these kicks down like this, you have some kicks running like this, right? It sounds like this. Nice, whatever. If you put a clap over one of those kicks, you start getting kind of housey. This is at the wrong tempo. I don't care. Oh, there's no clap, no claps, nothing. You know, you take any like. Oh, that's actually a really good example. So, but we put a clap over this here. And we get like something that you're probably quite used to hearing in a lot of different kinds of dance music. Right? That's not an uncommon sound. Here, if we take it down to like 129 or whatever and put a hat in. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. This is going to get deleted in a moment anyway. But like, you're used to hearing this quite a lot. Whoops. Right. So claps, the sound of a lot of electronic style claps comes from a grandfather clap, which is the 909 clap. I don't have this labeled as a 909 clap, but it is a 909 clap. This one right here. That's like you've probably heard that clap before on numerous records. Right? So if we look at this, you can actually glean a lot of information from just looking at this. And so this is just noise. This is just noise with an EQ and a volume envelope. So I'll do a little magic trick for you here. So if we go here, right here we have our noise. Right. I'm going to turn that up. I'm just going to do this so that it's not really annoying. So here you go. We're just going to loop this over here. Get this to a respectable level. Make sure it's not. Yeah, we're not distorting. Actually, that should be really quiet for you. I'm going to turn this up. My volume's up too high. There you go. That should be a better level. So, if we look at this clap again real quick, you can see that it's just an envelope down, an envelope down, an envelope down a bit, and then up, right? So if you kind of like copy that, and you just do something like this. Oops. So one down, another down, another one here, and this one was shorter, so I don't know, it didn't go all the way, so we're just going to do this. You get something like that. Now, this is going to sound weird at first. Whoops, that's the clap. Right, kind of not a clap. But if we bring the speed up, it's starting to get somewhere. Then you do this. Speed it up a little bit. You start getting towards having a clap. Now, I think that there's actually kind of like some small problems with this one. Maybe it needs to be shorter. There you go. You can make this longer for like. So that's the base principle that I was thinking about the other day. When I was thinking, because I just have a tendency to have a daydream that is like this. But that's how they made the original 909 clap. Like, obviously, this isn't indistinguishable from that one. It's not perfect, but it's a good place to start. You get it. That's a clap. Someone upload this as a YouTube tutorial somewhere? Sure, I don't care. But here's the really interesting thing, right? When you look at this. Oh, this actually tells me that I probably need to do this to make it sound a bit better. But that's a bit clappier. Doesn't matter. I was thinking about zero crossings and the fact that these are essentially just little bursts of noise that you could have be in phase with your snare. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated. Actually, maybe significantly more complicated. And I don't really think that explaining this in stupid... Yeah, Shangara's here. Shangara knows what's about to happen. So, I built this. This is a small little grid patch that is a fundamental generator for a snare fundamental. Right here. And a snare fundamental, if you don't know, sounds like this kind of thing. Let's bring this up to the kind of speeds we want to work in. And this also outputs a saw wave, which is phased to be on the zero crossings of the sine of the fundamental of the snare. PyFox, thank you so much for that resub. Thank you. Fat Chicken, any chance you'll ever release Talisman or Tell Me More? Always one misconception in music production. Okay, those two tunes aren't dead, but they're not priorities. A misconception in music production. I don't know. I don't think there's any misconceptions. There's just different ways to get to places and the reasons why you would choose to take those routes. Generally speaking. Tips on sampling breaks, yes. Frequency shift. Use a frequency shifter. They say on full wet. That's really fun with breaks. So yeah, you have a fundamental. Looks like this. And over here, this is being fed some information from the other grid patch into this send here. And here, right here, we have a little noise burst. Like if I turn this off, we have a noise burst. Quite clappy, right? But it's not got that gritty clappiness. It's just a noise blast. If I turn this back on, so this is inside this group. I turn this on. We start getting what is basically a 909 clap. And then if we put our fundamental on, any of my techie friends in here, look at this. Look what we got going on now. We're in the future. These are on the zero crossings. And the most insane thing about this being a group is, let me get the level back up, sorry. I can choose any snare in my library. Take an 808. I put it in here. No EQ. No EQ whatsoever. Whoops. It just lives with it. Do that one too. let's get a crazier one. Something maybe a bit more hyped. Let's wait. Whoops. Clicking everywhere. That one. Get another one. Put that in there. Get this in there. And very quickly, you start having a very usable snare. Or like even, if I take like a very finished sounding snare, like this one. I use this one quite a lot. I really like this snare. And the crazy thing is I can change this fundamental however I like, and the information that it's sending to the other channel. And this is before even low cutting that snare sample. Like this is two fundamentals playing at the same time with just a very specific type of sidechain ring mod. But like the fuck? Every single time. Like different snare. Give me a different snare. Same fundamental. Let's go with this kind of shitty one. It's only ring modding it. There's nothing between aside from a low cut. With a noisier one. Whoops, what the fuck? Let's use this one. This one right here. And it got me thinking, why does this work? And I think I have a theory. So when a snare, when you hit a real life snare drum, right? There's the skin on top. There is like the drum itself, like so like you've got a fucking, what is it? So you got the skin on top. There's the casing, and then you've got skin on the bottom, and there are wires that sit on that. That's the noise you're used to hearing from a snare. And I realized that they only happen once per full sine oscillation. It's not a case of ring modding to just the zero crossings. It's actually only happening as the skin goes down that it would hit the snare wires. So you should be getting it only once per full sine oscillation, not in the zero crossings. With the high end, sorry, is what I mean. Makeway HQ. I do love Bitwig. Shamelessly. Do I have advice for complete beginners who want to mix music? Yeah, don't listen to anything I'm saying. Don't listen to any of this. This is not. This is later. This is later. I feel like I can do something, but you never know what further to do with your tones. Obsessed with music. Honestly, the best thing to do is just please yourself with your music. Just find things you like. Just find sounds you like, put them together, make music that makes you smile and makes you happy, or that makes you feel something. And you will get better and better as you go. You'll learn more things. Download sample packs, use samples as much as you like. You're going to find yourself through it. I don't think that the best way to become a music producer is just to boot camp yourself into being an engineer. It's better to be a musician first. That's my opinion. So I honestly just interface with music. That's the best thing to say. Yeah, and if you have any friends who are into it, get into it with them at the same time. They'll learn things, you'll learn things, you'll share those things. It's great. But yeah, snares have been solved. And yeah, and the last crazy part of this is that if I let me get the oscilloscope back up. So we've got this one snare sample over the top. If I change the fundamental in any way, it all stays there. Like it stays in phase because all of this information is also going to this sawtooth, which is part of the output, and then there's like a graph transform that is being used to ring mod it to do the thing that it needs to do. Solving snares like string theory. Honestly, like when I first tried this and I put the first snare sample in without low cutting it, I was like, no. It was like fucking like looking into the fucking analysis materials of the Hadron Collider and seeing what we always knew was there. Like that's what it felt like. Oh yeah, like that snare with a fundamental. Why not? That's kind of horrible. But to be fair, I did kind of ruin the fundamental. Let's fix this. It works. It's not fantastic. Welcome back, Ari. How you doing? Doubt other producers are doing this. I think that doing this on such a base level, I think that the one oscillation thing is kind of a thing, and like honestly, because so many other people do use so many crossover based plugins, and that's part of their whole route to the finish. I don't think that many people really care about phase in the same way on a sort of like clarity and purity level as I do. Not that no one does within dance music. Just I think it's an often overlooked ingredient of the makeup of your sounds. But the thing that is really cool about this is that no matter what happens in your master, like the mid range information. Let's just kind of like actually make one real quick. So like, you know, I'm gonna pitch this up a bit. Like, yeah, that's cool. And maybe like we'll get like a kind of fucker going in. And like something bright like that, maybe. That's kind of horrible. You know, I'm gonna undo all the changes I did to this fundamental because fundamental generation is often like a little bit of a. There we go. That should be good. Right. So like, that's a nice one. We'll do that. And this. And yeah, cool. Just like a weird rim. That's nice. Oh, amazing, Narcolepsy. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing that. I think I saw you guys to the left. I think I saw you there. I hope they had fun. I hope they had a really great time. Oh, you gave me earplugs. That's awesome of you, man. Well done. And thank you for the prime, friend. I appreciate it. So yeah, one last thing about this is that no matter how much you distort this, as long as you're not doing like horrible crossovers, but like, you know, we've just like, we're gonna just soft clip it. You're always retaining the mid information, and like as I want to, like you can. I'm also choosing how quickly it stops doing the RMing. So like, if we want to RM it for longer, like that, so you get like more, like it gives more way to the fundamental, or we just do a little at the beginning, where you gradually bring it out. Yeah, it's all just there. Make your snares good. We solved snares. I don't know about solved, but yeah. Anyway, quick sidebar. I was just really excited to show you lot that snare goodizer. Yeah, it is magic. Get Bitwig. Get Bitwig and join me. Okay, what should we make? I got like 90 minutes to 2 hours unless we end up really on something special. So, biggest Bitwig shiller. I don't even get paid for this shit. I just think that this is the best shit. I just do. I do just think this is the best. I do think that it enables the most shit to get done. Bitwig 6 is out. Yeah, it came out like a week ago. What we make him? You know what? Let's drop me some suggestions. I'm gonna put on some music, and then I'm gonna go for a quick pee break, and then we'll yeah. So drop me some suggestions. We'll put a poll up. So garage, I like that. Okay, let's make some garage. Okay. Question: what do we make? Garage / speed house kind of vibe. What else? 90 BPM? 90 BPM, like some kind of funky sort of hip-hoppy shit. Like I'll just call like off. I don't know. We'll call that kind of like hip hop / glitch hop. Something kind of like sort of sample flippy vibey. Lava vibes, raw tempo. No raw tempo. I'll just do dubstep. And I'll just throw D&B in there as well. Is that good? Anything else? Yeah, I think these will do. I'll give you 3 minutes. Starting the poll. What do we make? Okay. I'm going to be right back. I'll see you soon. Do I deny you of the chair? It's a full screen chair for you. I'll even get him undressed. I'll be back in a moment. Sick. Love that for me. Yeah, no, I was listening. Yeah, I went to the toilet and I was like, I'm pretty sure Ape Escape's gonna play straight after Interlude Canyon. Okay. It's gotta breathe. It's gotta breathe. Cass, welcome back, friend. I hope you're doing well, man. Welcome. 72 months, fuck. Professional 9-year-old, welcome back. Carlos Darksman, thank you very much. Cicada King. Fucked that one up, didn't I? Thank you. Rapidly approaching 2 years, thank you very much. Navy NX as well, thank you. Orlando was a highlight. Orlando was amazing. Thank you for being at that. Virtual drums don't break like the one in Grand Rapids? Wait, what broke? Did we break a drum in Grand Rapids? Oh! Is that when the cymbal piece, like, flew at me? Wait, I still have that. Where is it? I saved that. This is a piece of cymbal. I was playing and, like, I felt something hit me in the back and I was like, is someone throwing shit at me? What the fuck? and like this piece of cymbal had like snapped off the cymbal and like careened into my back. I'm really glad it didn't like pierce me. Like looks like a nose. I don't really see it if I'm being honest. I'm sorry. Unless you mean like the negative space. Wait, there you go. You can like tessellate it with my nose. There we go. When in Mexico? Oh, as soon as is possible. I just haven't had the opportunity. Gizhog, welcome back, friend. Thank you for the sub. What's my fashion style called? I don't know, if I'm being honest. Like I take like a little because I used to skate a lot and I still skate a bit. I take a little from skate, like old skate culture, a bit from like grungy stuff, a bit from like classic Americana and some Japanese Americana, and like I don't know what else. I like workwear. I like denim. Denim tends to be pretty cool. I don't know. Don't get me started on the clothes stuff. I'll just fucking go off. All right, we're on a speed garagey thing today. Right, I'm gonna take off the rings. They're feeling uncomfortable. Right. I'm gonna throw this on my other monitor. You don't need to see that shit. Oh wait, I can't do that because I need the chat open. Okay, we'll just make this smaller. Put this here. This in stereo. Smaller. 1 bar. Resize this thing. Just put it over here. I'll look at it when I need it. Yeah, let's go away. Okay. Garagey thing. 180 or bust? No, we're doing some. I think we're gonna start with a pad. I think let's set the stage. Let's set the vibe. I don't feel like making drums first today. So maybe we'll make a little phase plant, grainy, fun pad thing, and we'll just go from there. With a bit of speed garage. I'm gonna set this to like 130 for now. I might speed it up to 132 later on. Probably will do that. It's fun when you speed up the tune. All right, let's get a tonal sound. So this is something I do sometimes just to kind of set myself up with some, because starting a tune can be weird. You just need to put something down, and if you make it something kind of interesting and intriguing, then often your brain will trigger to fill in those gaps. And hopefully, when I put this down, it's like, okay, that's what's next. So let's find ourselves a pluck of some kind. Wait, no, maybe look at plucks of some kind. This one. Granular. So we're going to use these first two because it's an octave. That's kind of fun. So we're going to put this like here. Too fast. And then we will do more grains. And then we're gonna shift the position. Less. We don't want that fifth coming in. That might already be enough, but I think we're gonna add more grains anyway. We're gonna do a little bit of pitch randomization, a bit of pan randomization by more. And then maybe reverse percent 50. Oh, you want Killjoy vibes? Wait, one sec. That's 2. What is this? This is the big key lab, the big one. It's like this goes from like here to here, like really big. Oh, the track is playing. I like that. That's what we're gonna do. What was that note? Cool. 2 bars of that. Okay, we're in G minor. I'm just gonna click this in because it'll be a little bit easier because it's just block chords, and we're just gonna put this down, and then I'm gonna maybe add some more layers to that grain. But so we want. Oh, I also haven't tuned it, so we're not actually in G. I need to fix that. There we go. Alright, let's quickly check what key this actually is in, because there's an easy way to do that. We can just have like a wavetable. Okay, where is that again? I haven't used Faceplan in a really long time. Is that... Oh, you just... Oh, no. There we go. Too low. We're taking it up a couple keys. 1 more up. It's distorting. I like this. Actually clipping, or is it just the sound? Oh, sorry. I know that it does this crazy thing sometimes. I can't help it. Okay. Let's give this a little bit more texture. Something with like a bit of... Oh, that might do it, actually. Yeah, the crunchy clipping, even when it's a single note. It's not a single note. But the reason it's getting all that is like it's the attack on the... So the original sample is this one here. It's that. It's the attack on that second note pitched up. That. Yeah, I haven't got a new capture card yet, but I've been intending to, and I will, promise. We can delete this group. Right, give me a sec. Maybe we do this enharmonically. This isn't what I wanted it to be. Ah, perfect. More length. can you click it? Yeah. Alright, oh, whoops. Let's EQ it a little bit. I think it's a bit mid-heavy. Yeah, it's very mid-heavy. I'm just gonna smiley face this thing. Give it some of that. Nah, I don't want to get rid of that much. Delay will go a long way with this. Bit of Clussy. Ping pong, because it's not really... It doesn't matter. Let's go, yeah. Bit of wobble. Maybe compress it a little bit. But like, softly. Maybe I'll add that more. I do. Next is gonna be... I think I just want like some kind of simple, sine rhythmic thing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have a decent amount of shuffle. Actually, that's probably a little too much shuffle. Let's just call it like 45% or whatever. We'll get ourselves a sine, at least for now. Let's, what key are we in? We're in A minor. Stab. Maybe make one real quick. Maybe do like something kind of similar, except we make it a stab. So like another phase plant. So Strange Loop, if you want to get your guitar into a computer, you just need an audio interface, and you need any of the softwares that you can use to put that in there. If you wanna have guitar tones, there are ways to make those, and you can definitely look up very easy guides. And there's a lot of free ways to get guitar tones going in your computer. I'm just gonna get some like. We'll use this one again, but we're gonna get like. Wait, that's not. Is that? No, that's not granular. I'm being stupid. Granular, please. We're gonna make this. This is gonna be a little different. What note is this? Wait, sorry, one sec. I have to check this. This was an A sharp 3. Okay. Yep. And then we're gonna get another one. Something like that, maybe. Something silly. Do the same thing. More grains, just like less length. Okay. And we'll just get this. And this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, let's see how this is. Let's just loop this chord for a minute. Get this sounding correctly. So we EQ it quite heavily. Give it a load of 1K. More. There we go. Another one here. Yeah. Do this maybe. Like that. I want this chord, even though this is kind of boring and dry, I'm just going to do this because I think it's just going to be easier to write for. Too much. It's almost not tonal. I kind of like that. I say we disperse. Click. Yeah, no, we're gonna fix that. Let's see how loud it actually is. Yeah, it's not that bad. I might just saturate that out of it actually. They might be too long. I'm taking this up a key as well. I like this key too. Cool. Vibe it out until we hit something we like. I like that. That sounds nice. Fuck. I just want to put a little break in there. Doesn't really have to be all that in time. Oh, it's this. Okay, it does need speeding up a little bit. A little slow. That'll do. Gonna get rid of the low end from it. We're also gonna like fade it in so that it like gives way to that other snare we got going, and then we'll get back to looping this and being in the. I like that. I just thought it might be nice to have like this weird little explosion of like texture and sound at the end of every bar. I thought it might be cool. Well, we'll see. Let's see. Needs to be a bit faster. Like that. Let's just see where that leads. Dude, I would love to make a game for music for a game like Expedition 33. Obviously, like not Expedition 33 because they kind of like settled the aesthetic with that whole soundtrack, like the kind of violins and pianos thing. But I feel like I would love to do a whole narrative games soundtrack, like, and be able to go to those different places without having any other reason to. Without having anything other than just like the music is setting the tone. I like that idea. Okay. Yeah, Renoir's theme's beautiful. I will say there's some incredibly beautiful music on that soundtrack, but I don't think it's that consistently good. Back down a key. That might be nicer. Wait, no. Don't know if I'm entirely sold about the low part. Like, I like this one, but I also don't. Like, fuck it, let's put that in there. Thank you, Barely Alive. Oops. Who was that? I feel like I probably missed a few of these. I'm sorry, I was kind of locked in. J Bammy, thank you so much. Evoki, AV Cards, PM, Legal Killer DBK. Thank you all very much. Truly, truly. Alright, I'm going to log back in. If I miss a sub, I'm very sorry. I will get to you, I promise. I want to make sure I thank all of you. First, we're going to do this, though. Oh! Okay, I feel like we just have to make a bass sound and like find out what world this lead sound exists with a bass sound in. So we're gonna go here. Alright, so we definitely want to be hitting a bass hit here and here. What's this first note? This is an F. So F, E, A. I'm gonna go with that for now. Let's see what this is like. There we go. do a little parallel bullshit. So a little parallel layer here. We're gonna soft clip it. Yeah, something like that. This is a bit like that thing I do with mastering. Sometimes I'm basically just doing a big distortion on it, then I'm doing a linear phase EQ here. And we're gonna add some of this bullshit. Yeah, something more like that. And then we'll... Now we have a question. Is this like a broken beat or a house thing? And just as a just to kind of show you, is it going to be more like actually I'll get my good kick. I'll get my fun housey kick out. So are we saying this tune is going to be this? Obviously it's missing stuff, but is it going to be like, or are we going with something more like this? What do we think? I actually kind of am preferring the 4 on the floor. I'm more of a broken beat man myself, but this is a bit more convincing. Or we just fucking throw all of that shit out and we do this. Go like old school dubstep. 4x4 with breakbeat. I think I'm with you, Dan. I think I'm with you. Okay, let's just quickly we have to start kind of making this sort of go. So obviously we're gonna have to get some side chaining going in some form or another. So we're just gonna go with the break with the 4 on the floor for now. We can change our mind, but not yet. So let's get this. Oh, it's stinky. It's also really quiet. Wow, it's got reverb on it. It's cool. One second. Yeah, let's get rid of that reverb and let's do let's get a little curve comp on this. Where is it? Plug data. Ding ding ding. Well, that's pretty full on, isn't it? Right, so I kind of like the idea of the kick being really long. Maybe even longer than that. Do we just go like really old school house and have the kick just be like needlessly fucking long? Kind of like... Maybe? I want to go with it. And then let's make this a little bit more dynamic. Because we can definitely, we can accommodate this. There we go. I think we're going to do this. Whoops. There we go. What an aggressive kick. I love that. Let's move these drums up top so that I don't become confused. Okay, so then we're gonna sidechain our low end over here. We don't need to. Oh no, we do need to solo. So this is gonna need to be stupid long. So let's just do this for now, and we will solo. Not long enough. The only thing heavier than bass all the time is bass almost all the time. Oh, we should do this too. F now? Nah, F isn't even the low, isn't even like what people go for anymore. People like D now. Nah, we haven't reached B levels of craziness yet. It's funny. I think it's just something that goes along with like speaker technology at raves. The drums aren't done, FYI, for this section. There's enough of them here, but we have to fill in the blanks a little, I think. How am I getting my do I think the BPM should be faster? It will be, yeah. But not significantly. Like maybe just like this much. We can do that now if you like. We're on the way. The sound is totally wrong. So like what we're gonna do is probably duplicate this section. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Please scroll faster. Thank you. Whoops. There we go. We'll do this twice, and we'll get rid of this bit of automation here and this bit of automation here. So we've got two of this section. And then we're gonna just copy this here, and then we're gonna have a different sound for this section. I'm curious about what this is going to do in this section. reverb on this is making it feel a little bit washed out. So we're gonna just fade this. This is strangely out of tune sounding, even though it's not. Something about the way that, it's the way that it's syncing. That's annoying. I think we're gonna have to just like add a supporting saw. Okay, let's do this and then this, and then we'll get a saw wave to just kind of like ground it to its key. A little annoying, but maybe we can do something like this. Davcast 1027, thank you very much. And Noe Music, appreciate you both very much. Thank you very, very much. That's kind of fixed it. Well, the thing with this bass in particular, Dolphin, is that it needs to hold down. It needs to hold down the like enough of the melodic, enough of the chordal context for this melody to make sense, because we're gonna have that melody over it. It's doing enough here. I will say I don't love where that thing we added is sitting for this tune. I like this sound. It's nice, but I feel like we want something more like maybe something like this. No, it does want it. It does want it. We just need to be a bit more delicate with it. That's kind of sick in its own way. That's actually kind of sick. Yeah, maybe we lean into that. It's kind of sick. I kind of dig it. Should we just fuck with it? Like, I don't know. When else are we going to do this? Let's take it down a key. Ooh, dark. Yeah, let's do it. Distorting a bit. It's just a sine wave. Let's give it a bit of texture. Maybe like an open hi-hat. Yeah, I'll throw that in a whoops. sampler. Normalize. A bit of this. And then a forward reverse. It's a bit left ear heavy. This is so silly. Shit, man, the octave on this one works really well. Okay, this might be a little bit aggressive. Let's do that. I think the reverb's helping it out a lot, actually, ask me. Like, when it was... I hear why you're saying that, but, like, you know, if we do something like... I don't know, if we do, like, a slapback, which would be my choice if we were going to do something a bit more, like, conservative in terms of, like, delay. Whoops. You know, we'll just do something like this. It's worth trying as well, to be honest, just in case it is fire. But, like, if we do, like, a sort of, like, actually, no, let's do 2 taps with scatter. Nice and short. Yeah, something like this. Like... Wait, is there... It just becomes... what I was finding kind of interesting about it was the kind of like reverb blanket that it was getting. Why not? Why the fuck not? need to work on the drums. The drums are kind of not it right now. I like the kick. I don't really like all that much else. We definitely want a ride here. Yeah, something stupid like that. Just like make it really interesting in the top end-ish, I guess. Do something like this. Get it nice and loud. Take a listen to it. Get rid of some of that like low resonance. Yeah, this thing. Don't want to completely get rid of it. Just like let it taper off as it should naturally. Yeah, and then we'll like kill it on each beat, so it's literally just like an open close kind of like sort of thing. Maybe we'll fuck with it by frequency shifting it, but oh, maybe I was wrong. This is silly. I like it. I think we should work on the drums a little though. Let's get some more claps. Smitten Kitten, welcome. Thank you for showing up today. What are we looking for? I just didn't remove my claps to the new library. It's so weird. Why didn't I bother? And why aren't I bothering to still? Oh. Kind of nice. That kind of feels like the sort of territory we're in. Let's just throw that in there. Maybe. It's a bit of an aggressive one. Bit of an aggressive choice, but I'm kind of down for it if it works. And then we'll listen to it. Just need to start getting these drums being like way more up in your face so it feels like there is like an actual departure point. Right now it feels quite casual, which I'm not against entirely, but I'd like for it to feel just a little bit more like, oh, fuck, we're going, you know? We'll see. Ding ding over here. Let's just get these looping so it's easy to like edit these hits as we go. And let's get like maybe I could steal something from this tune. Guess I could just take the entire tops from this. We just do that. Is that allowed? Is that cheating? No, it's not. Let's see how much work this will have done for us. Quite a lot of work. Oh my god. Oh my fuck. Okay. Dr. Blackfire, hell yeah. See you in Paris. Lots of bass. Yeah, it's a little overloaded on the low end. I can't lie. Yeah, much better. I guess we can, and then we'll do this. Oh no, that doesn't work. No, let's do that. That's fine. What do I think about using top loops from Splice? I personally don't like to because my mixdowns are weird. Honestly, I don't really speak. I don't really. This never really comes up. But like, whenever I use other people's samples, I don't end up making my mixdowns end up being different to my mixdowns. You know. And I think that's honestly down to the fact that I don't work with a lot of like multi-band hard compression or parallel hard multi-band compression. I think that's a big sound for a lot of producers out there, and that's not a pejorative. That's not me like attacking people for doing that, but I think it just ends up making sounds that tend not to gel that much in my tunes. I don't know why. I think the kick tail's too loud. This is fun. It might be done-ish. I need to fix the kick tail. I'm kind of putting that off. What a stupid kick. Chunky indeed. I could try another bass sound. I feel like we need this lead to be a bit louder. Sorry. What if we use this? 2014. If we were truly like actually house pilled, what we would do is we would have no melody. We'd have no melody at all, and it would just do this. Like that's the actual like classy house thing to do, but I'm not doing Hey, would anybody like to see a fun little drum trick that I use sometimes? I don't know if it's going to work here, so if it doesn't work, then I will show you it another time too. But it's a fun group thing I do sometimes. This may work here, it may not. So let's find out. Make sure that your drums are grouped, of course. So here you go. So this is going to be a bit strange, but basically this is a fun way to warm up and add like a load of color to your drums. That's really easy to mix. I don't know how you're going to do this in your DAW, but I'll tell you the process. So this right here is like an Ableton effects layer. These two are parallel layers. This one is just dry, and this one in here. Whoops, didn't mean to make another one. This one in here is going to be what we're going to do a load of stuff on. So. We're going to get I like doing this with a soft clipper, but you can do this with a hard clipper. Make sure it's not a multi-band distortion of any kind. That will make this not work as intended. I mean, try it. Sounds cool. But, so I'm going to soft clip the living shit out of this. Like. No, four OTTs, no. So we have to do that, and then I'm going to turn down the master because you have to get this up to the same level as your original drums. So this is like insanely cooked, more cooked than you would ever want it to be. Maybe we ease it back just a little bit. That's cool. That's got kind of like a bit of attitude to it, you know. Preambi, and what we do is we go here and we have our input be group 2, which is the group this is, and group 2 master, and then we have the dry channel is the sidechain input for this preambi. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make a load of bands. We're going to set this to linear phase. This is really important with this because we're going to be mixing this dry and wet with our original drums, and we don't want to smear anything. So we're going to turn all of these onto external and keep them on band and expand all of them. I'm going to take the range all the way down, and then each one individually, we're going to listen to them, and we're going to gate them to be the right, like the bass is really easy to do it with, but like, oh wait, actually I'll do this with all of them too. You set them all to infinite ratio, all of them to infinite ratio, and all of them to hard knee for now. Then you go over here. So right over here, like you can see, this is like, this right here is the original part of the kick, and this is the distortion artifacts. So what we're going to do is we're going to gate them out. Or just until it sounds nice. I don't mind like a little bit coming through. Like just until it sounds like a nice kick, like, you know, low bandpass. I like that. That's fine. Same kind of thing. Same kind of deal here. We're just going to... It's like if we have too much, then we're letting all of this like these distortion artifacts through. The thing that's happening here is this is enveloping it based on the band, the dynamics in that band from the original drums, not the distorted ones, but the original drums, so that you can re-impart the original dynamic information per band from the drums themselves. Except it's the distorted versions sound in each of those bands. So we're just gonna, you know, give it a bit of ratio maybe. So you get a little fade out. You don't want it to be too choppy. This Pro MB is after the distortion, and it's reading sidechain from the dry before the distortion. Hey Swage, how you doing? So we're gonna do the same thing here. Especially on the top end, I like to let as little through as possible to try and still let it be what it is, but like, you know, bit of ratio so you can let other shit through. So then what you end up with is this. Right? Not that shit sounding compared to the fact that it was... Right, let me bring that level back up. So like that compared to... So like actually we can mute the dry. And then we're just going to mix like this. So we went from original drums, full affected one, and then you can just dry wet this to give it just a bit of extra color. Now you can even go into this thing. You can even go into this thing and then like you can compress it with a slow attack and give it like extra attack. Ah, Swage, my man, thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, if you got a gift off Swage, you make sure to thank him. Surviving the SoCal heat right now, big chillin'. Oh yeah, I'm streaming. I'm just bussing right now, doing some bus shit. But yeah, if you compress it, you can actually add like a little bit of extra attack onto that thing. Maybe gain match it just a little bit, and then you mix that with your original signal. You're going from something like this. You can get some cool shit going. I don't know if that's going to be right for this tune, but we'll see. Sorry, yeah, the capture card goes crazy when it sees too many colors from this thing. I might be happy with this for the day, you know, you lot. I might be good. I might be fine. Cause like, I guess we could like start adding pads and shit to this second section, I guess. But like, I don't feel a particular need to finish this one. It's just a funny little sketch, right? We're gonna just like heavy band past this. Obviously needs to be quieter. I think I would probably want to do something like this. With this, like just like an extra pump, just do this on every quarter note. Full listen through? Yeah, sure. Let's do it in a different key too. Yeah, new key just dropped. Oh yeah, we need to check the old bass. See if we like it more. We haven't really checked that for a while. It might be cooler. Maybe we can just swap. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fountain Diet. Oh, Fountain Diet Dr. Pepper. Thank you very much, friend. Thank you too. You lot are being so generous today. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I really do. The bass switch up kind of works. Yeah, it does. I think I might keep that. Yeah, both just kind of work. But I like how kind of like ominously dark this purple one is. What luffs are we hitting today? Oh, this is nice and quiet. Recently, I've had this problem where my tunes have been ending up like way too loud, like accidentally. Like everything just ends up at one luff, and I'm not even like pushing it. I think it's because we have so much sub. That's good, Spaces. I have something that has to be tried. What am I using to make my synths? Mostly Serum 2. Mostly Serum 2. Bit of Phase Plant, bit of Vital. Some stuff I'll just use like native Bitwig stuff because it's really like fun to just kind of fuck around with that. Yeah. Nothing special. No, I don't have any like secret sauce synth. This organ bass is nice, but it just is it's nowhere near as imposing as the other one. What are the benefits of Serum 2? Well, one of the benefits is that it doesn't cost anything to upgrade. It's literally like if you were a Serum 1 user, you get Serum 2, if I'm not mistaken. That might have been limited time, but needs more scruff. I don't know how to. Oh, do we? Oh, you know what we should do? We should do the thing that we were gonna try by making it like halftime. It's not more scruff. I think there's something just because this bass is just this bass has got really untamed low end. It's like really, it's like almost like falling because of the way that the pulse width is working. Is it pulse width or is it? I think it might be asymmetrical. But like because of the way that it's doing this, it's like creating kind of like this feeling of it falling. And the organ's just so stable and like very notey that it sort of feels a bit polite next to this one. Oh, fuck. Monkey 24/7. Thank you so much for that gift, friend. I'm sorry I didn't see that a few minutes ago. I mean, I'm kind of done here. I feel we should save this. Whistle tune. Hey, who was that? Thank you, Elston28. Appreciate you. How the high notes are not loud? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm very sorry. Chewy and Andrea. We just listen to one more thing and then fuck off. What do we got? I don't know. Bighorn, very important. You don't get to hear that yet though. Yeah, I'll play you this. This doesn't sound good. This is a Tor headphone mix. I don't like it. Don't like the mix very much. So don't get attached to this. As it is. What do I mean? Bighorn is very important. Bighorn. Okay. Have you ever heard the term gift song? Because if you haven't, I'll just quickly explain it. A gift song is when a piece of music just comes to you, and it's like it just exists in your head suddenly. You hear it, and it's good. Any song that comes to you in that way is always really fucking right. I can't remember off the top of my head the gift songs I've had in the past, but a lot of like the top ones end up gift songs end up being just immediate and really good. You never have to work that hard on them. Bighorn is a gift song. 1 bit. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. Is Stan a done or done? Shut up. But yeah, okay, so this is shit. This is not good yet, but it could be. Wait, I'll give you a bit more. Oh no, I'm attached. Yeah, fair enough. This is one that anybody who likes just simple, straightforward, anthemic D&B. When I make it, then you'll be happy. So this mixdown sucks. FYI. Yeah, that one's got potential. Sounds squishy. Yeah, no, I took it upon myself. I to learn. I have this tendency sometimes to just like want to understand the ins and outs of the many ways that you can arrive at the same place in music production. So like a really good example is so like we all know Unison. Unison is if you're a music producer, you know what Unison is. This sounds like this. You put Unison on it, it sounds like this. I wanted to understand other ways of being able to make unison happen. And one of those ways is you can actually do something like you can do an asymmetrical warp, which does this, right? And you can do you can add unison here, but what we're going to do, let me start this again. I wanted to have other ways of being able to give the illusion of detune style unison, because unison can be a few different things. But if we turn this detune all the way down and the randomness down, you're just getting 4 of exactly the same thing, which is just the same as one thing. Same thing, right? But if we do 5 of these or whatever, and then we move the wavetable position. No, not wavetable position, sorry. Warp 1. As that moves, it feels like unison. So, you can actually control your unison like that, in other ways. So you set that to free, you put a note on this, you set this to hertz, and you actually just like... Right, let's get that a bit faster. 1 second. And now it's note tracked on the rate. You actually just have what sounds like normal unison, but it's a bit more controllable, a little bit more bespoke. You know, that kind of shit. But you know, you can go further than that. You can, you know, that's one way of getting to unison. You can do that with fucking bend. A little different. It's not the same. It's a lot more subtle. Oh. In the past that worked. Oh well. But then there are other ways. So like what I did was I looked at M oscilloscope, and I wanted to understand what was happening when I unisoned to... Wait, what? Why is that not doing anything? Right, whatever. I wanted to understand what was happening between these waves. Hello? It's not doing the thing that I learned that it did. 1 sec, I'm confused. I know, it's quite farty. So what's happening in the mids? Oh, right. It was because it didn't want it to be stereo. I made it not stereo unison, and then I did it. And then I looked at this. This makes no sense. What is happening? This is not correct. It's not just staying as a saw wave. Oh, yeah, you're right. I width minus 100%. You're right. I'm terrible at this. There we go. So I wanted to understand how it was doing that. And eventually I came up with this. Saw. And then what was it? It was pulse width, remap 1, and you do something like this. You have to hold Alt while you're doing this, so this is actually like... Turn this up. And then you've got the same kind of thing. And the cool thing about this is if you detune, if you turn detune down, have no random, and then you turn on unison, you get 4 of them. But then you can actually just move the you can have the warp amount be different on each of these. Yeah, weird other kinds. With unison, sure, but like let me make it more unison-y, because like right now I'm kind of going off the beaten path. So this compared to a mono unison of a similar amount. Oh. Right? They're pretty much the same thing. Oh yeah, I can just do the fucking... So we got this one and this one. Now, why do we care? Why do we care? Well, you can use this to your advantage in modulation. So like, we can just combine both of these things right here. Which, is this still doing it? Oh no, I set this to bend. You can combine both these things to have these unisons happening at the same time and moving at the same time. Or you can limit the amount by which they move and then phase them. Because this tick is staying in the same place. We put this here. This is our center for all of the ticks that are happening with this one. And if you look on this is a really stable waveform that you can actually put a sub under without having phase, like having it kind of have dropouts in the low end because of the unison. Anyway, that's just the shit. That's just the shit I fucking think about, and then sometimes it leads somewhere. The thing that I find really useful about it is like, you don't have to think about like saw unison. It's like, one way I'll do basses sometimes is like you can get like a triangle wave here. Yeah, let me put this down here. I'll just like so triangle wave, right? Let's say you want to do one of those like kind of cool sort of like dial tone sort of basses. Really simple, just like a... Right? It's kind of hard to make this stable and unison, or stable and wide without kind of like adding choruses, which is quite unstable anyway, right? So you can just fucking throw this here. Do a load of these, no detune, no random. Let's get them all in time again. Like no stereo, but then you can add this to your warp 2. And suddenly you have a nice way to kind of soften that up, make it wider, bigger, and like your sides are not interfering at all. Like your sides sound like this. That's why these kinds of things are useful, because they just become like a way to add interest, or like, if we wanted to, I guess. Yeah, I mean, let's try this. I've not done this before. Let's take this. Where's it gone? Oh, right, yeah. So if we resample, oh wait, render oscillator warp to A, yep, and then let's undo this, and then let's turn this off, right? So we can find that same place, and then we can apply that same pulse width. Sorry, no, I always think it's in there because of PD, but pulse width remap 1. This. There's a lot of cool shit you can do with remap, by the way. Don't sleep on remap. But that's kind of funny. That's kind of interesting. But then you can start doing this and just like have it. This isn't gonna do what I want it to do. Kind of silly. There's something kind of cool emerging from it. Set that to fucking... once. Oh, that's weird. It's just like pulling it. That's starting kind of FM-y. Yeah, I kind of wish I could, I want to undo to when I was liking it again. There's something kind of nice in this that I kind of want to pull out. That's kind of sweet spotty. Because like at the same time, you could have something like a saw wave with a really hard, like just a really classic acid type thing. I don't know. I'm kind of this is what it's like when the cameras start rolling. But like, you know, you phase that in the right way. There's going to be a point at which these two things like fall into each other. Kind of like that. That's a bit boring though. Oh, maybe if you reverse them, you could actually turn it into an interesting vowel base. That was an interesting yoy. But like, you could very easily just go from that and just like distort it really hard, and because of the fact that this is like, you know, it's because all of this is kind of based on like very specific ways of doing this, you can distort this without fear for your like low end. It's actually not that cool. I thought it would be a lot cooler. Funny. We could do it really slow and it'll sound kind of funny. Oh, we need more time for that. Well, you want to, yeah, you're right. You could definitely do like the worship eights with something like this, I think. You'd kind of have to kill off the high end a bit. Have I made much dubstep recently? I haven't listened to this since I was in the where is it? I did do something. It might have been shit. I can't remember. It wasn't stacking. Knee hop? Would I join? Possibly, yeah. I'm not against it. It's not Bighorn. I'm not playing you Bighorn. Bighorn needs to be finished. You don't get to hit Bighorn until it's done. Neither do I. Oh yeah, this is dubstep. I don't think this is going to sound very good, but it might be alright. A bit lost. Doesn't really know what it is, I think. Yeah, I see the vision too, but I also can't be bothered with the vision. How do I make the bass in Yas? It's honestly, those things are a lot of like sweet spotting distortions and EQs, and making sure that phase with between like the ticks of those bass and the sub is like hitting the distortion in just the right way. And then the hard thing about those sounds is making sure that they work on other notes, and that's why you have to kind of not EQ them, because as you play them higher, they will sound very different, especially with Yas, because those notes are really far apart. Yeah. There's a sound a bit like that in Acrylics. Let's just fucking put on Acrylics and then I'm gonna go. Whoops, wrong one. See, to bother with the vision, you have to see that the vision is worth bothering with. And I don't know if I care that much about that tune. I would love to make another, like, canon Fox Stevenson dubstep tune. But, you know, the last one we got was One Horse Town. So that's a bit of a tall order, too. Acrylics' Peem. Dubstep. Yeah, I'll make some dubstep soon. Maybe I'll make some dubstep tomorrow. Canon. I don't know. This is the word that came to mind. Just, like, if I'm gonna make a if I'm gonna make a dubstep tune, like, for me, there are like only 4 Fox Stevenson dubstep tunes worth mentioning, and it has to live up to those for me. Is One Horse Town considered dubstep? It's bass. I mean, that's a good question. But OHT I consider dubstep. Miss You for me is kind of like the blueprint. Like, if I can't play this tune after Miss You and it still go off, then there's no point me making it. Like, I can't have it be overshadowed as a dubstep tune from when was it? Like, it was fucking 2018 maybe? Fuck. Like, it can't be beaten by an 8-year-old tune, you know? We have to give you more inspo to make dubstep? I'll have to hear some dubstep I like first. I haven't heard much in a while. It's not for me anymore. It moved. What it is has changed, and that's okay. Yeah, New Amsterdam is one of them too. Go Like. Set opener, right? The snare's still a bit weird on that, but I kind of almost want to do this on the first drop, but I'm not gonna. Mike, were you here for the snare machine? Were you here when I was explaining how I've fucking solved snares? I know that that's a fucking massive thing to say. Cirrus Fox, thank you very much for the sub, friend. Huge. I'm not going to go through it again on stream because I feel like it's a pretty alienating topic. But suffice it to say that if you go from 909 clap through to zero crossings through to machine that puts 909 clap type 909 clap ring modding onto your snare non-fundamental bus, so that you get a single tick, not one per zero crossing, but one per every other zero crossing, a 909 clap style tapered off like noise filter. You can just do anything. Yeah, you need to, because like here, I'll show you. So I've got one in here, because like this intro. Whoops. Please. I wanted to keep that snare in the main snare, and it's in there. It's like actually quite a big part of the sound. So I exported it out, and it's like it's non-repeating. So I've got like 4 of them, but it just sounds like that because I have this weird setup now with the Bitwig grid that turns. Wow, it's actually not doing as much as I thought it would. Let me turn it all the way up. Oh, sorry, all the way down. It does this. It turns any sound into a 909 clap that phases with your fundamental, so you end up with these. Wait, let me just turn everything down. I'll just undo it after. All of these grains exist like 909 clap grains before the clap, but you can just like do anything with the fundamental. Like if we just undo all this real quick, get this back to. There we go. Changing the fundamental doesn't, like, it actually works. You can change the fundamental without it fucking up your snare entirely. Is the mic very low? This tune is one laugh, but that's good to know for tomorrow. For not tomorrow, next time. Music mic is too low. I didn't know that. Last time everyone told me to turn me down, so you know. Yeah, let's close that without saving because I don't want to have fucked up my thing. Let's listen to what we made today, and we'll go on our merry way. And I'm gonna go play Deadlock because I'm learning it. What is a fundamental? So every sound has a fundamental frequency. So like, really quickly, because it's fun to tell people stuff. So these sounds, they all share the same fundamental frequency, which is this frequency. Like that note. Every sound is made up of harmonics above that. Like as you were getting them added in, you could hear them. But now it's just one sound. Every sound works like that. The fundamental is this one. And without it, it sounds weak. That's the fundamental. And with a snare, the fundamental is the bit that goes and that's that, and like you can engineer those. So what do we make today? It doesn't only work for harmonic sounds, it just has a different harmonic, it just has a fucking different harmonic series if it's an inharmonic sound. Bro, go look up the fucking modes of a circular membrane and get back to me. Okay? Actually, this is sicker than I remember it being. I forgot to fix my glasses? I don't know what you mean, Darko50. I feel like I want to. Okay. Yep. The lead is really clean. The lead is fucking simple. So I will, because you were watching, I know you were here. It's literally a sine wave and a hi-hat. It's just a sine wave and a hi-hat. This was that thing that I say fucking all the time. It's the mix. It's just the mix down. Like, yeah, if your entire mix down is one sound, the sound has to be really impressive. But if you get two sounds happy together, they don't have to be good sounds. They just need to be a good mix. There is no flanger. It's like fucking looped noise of a hi-hat, sine wave, reverb, upwards and downwards compression. Done. It's just placed in such a way that it's nice. This is the thing. This is why it's like it's useful to know all these tools so that you can do exactly the right one, because you don't need to do a million things for your sounds to sound good. Will I be re-releasing Sunk Cost Fallacy on vinyl? I don't know. Yeah. Tool belt maxing is the thing ever being. Like, if there's any producers in here that just want to know shit, definitely go find that shit out, but don't use it because you know it. Like, know it, remember it. Occasionally go and make a tune with it and see where it leads you, but like, don't just flex and do those things, because like at the end of the day, like, you know, just make the fucking music. We're not sound sculptists. Like, you go to like an art, like a sound art exhibition, and it's a load of weird, strange sounds. It's like it's an experience, but it's forgettable. What isn't forgettable is your music, and all of at the end of the day, like I may have some knowledge on some things to do with this shit, and like yeah, it's fun to like be like yeah, fuck yeah, I solved snares. But really, at the end of the day, solving snares for me just means that I don't have to worry about snares. I don't care. Like, I can just go make more music. I don't have to worry about my drums no more. That's the important part of all of this, is that you make your music and that you're not like there like fucking like e-dicking with your sound choices. Jesus, like no, it's music. Fucking make music. Make music's not monuments. Says all that, plays this fucking tune. I really wish I could have pressed play on something a little less fucking troll after all that. I think AI tools will help. AI does too much for you. You don't get to make the emotional decisions with AI. That's probably my biggest problem with the whole thing. Like, yeah, given it's all fucking stolen from every musician who's ever lived. That fucking sucks to an incredible degree. And yeah, people can do it with no barrier to entry. That's maybe not as much of a problem. The problem I have is that you don't actually make an emotional decision when you prompt an AI. There is no emotional decision. You tell it the things you like and the things you want to mix together, and it makes all of those emotional decisions for you. and puts those things together. The emotional decisions are the things that really matter about music. Like, you know, you have like I was playing Gas and Keys earlier, and I had a genuine like, oh fuck reaction to when I put those two synths over the second verse or whatever it is. And it was like, okay, I keep that because that's my own, that like, it's a truth moment. It's, you don't get that with AI. Like you might get something you enjoy and that the AI puts something back at you, but you don't get to decide. Keep AI out of art. I don't know if I entirely agree. Like, I think there's a line. I don't know where that line is though, and I don't know if I ever will. I think I'm like the worst person to ask. Like, well, not the, but one of the worst people to ask. I think honestly, at the end of the day, until there's attribution to the points of reference that are used for making a piece of AI music, and then royalties to the musicians whose music was used to train that part of the like knowledge base to be able to make that. So like, you know, really good example is like if you're making like a fucking Motown tune, Motown artists should be getting royalties for that fact, but you can't. What ifs don't really matter. Like at the end of the day, the thing that matters is your decisions, and I think the problem is that when you do build something from scratch, musically speaking, you make decisions that only you could ever make, and that is you as a musician. You know, like, you know, you pick up a guitar, you play, and you hear something, you know, you're just playing, you're trying stuff out, and then you hear something you like, and then you continue and you pull the thread. That's, yeah. Bubster, the best thing for you to do is just make stuff, and you can use as many splice samples as you want. But make sure you do explore. Like maybe use some splice presets for things, and just play around with them. Have as much fun as you can, Bubster. That's the best way to get into any of this stuff. That's the best way to get into any of this, because like you'll find your way to the things you want to do musically if you just keep doing it. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, something is soloed? Oh yeah, that synth is soloed, right? Isn't it? Yeah, it's these ones. Alright, I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna go.
Call you to apologize for nothing, but I got a couple.
Ah, fuck it, we'll play from earlier. Call you to apologize for nothing, but I got a couple. So yeah, this is what I'm working on tomorrow probably.
You don't have to try to prophesize, the tides are changing.
Yeah.
And we gotta get ourselves moving either way. Yeah.
Watermark.
And I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart and the means to evolve. You best believe you can see through it all. Just got to start by receiving the call. I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart and the means to evolve. You best believe.
And then I need to figure out what the fuck happens in this section. I really do.
Everything's going nowhere. I still got a lot to do. I never get a chance to mention.
Nah, not amen. I am considering a jungle section later on though.
Catch you sink low. I know that you thought you through. Yeah, we get shit done together. And I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart and the means to evolve. You best believe you can see through it all. Just got to start by receiving the call. I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got.
Yeah, those new synths go so hard. I added those today. I'm so happy with them. Like I was just like fucking around with like because there's this little stack of a load of like Plinky boys. Yeah, I was playing around with having something like that in the verse, but it's like they're actually different chords, so it was like a little strange. And I ended up just like fucking up the same sounds and putting them in and like strobing them a little bit. Like it sounds fucking horrible, but over that, it's like it's so correct.
I got the gas and the keys to the car. You got the heart and the means to evolve. You best believe we can see through it all. Just got to stop by receiving the call. I wouldn't call you to apologize for nothing, but
I don't know what's going on here. This whole fucking like I could do this. I'm cool with that. Like there we go. How old is this idea? Not that old. It's one of the newer ones. It's just so my sound. Fair enough. I think I got a few different sounds. Do I already have a cover for this song? No, I don't. But it's usually Yue who does it. Is Life versus Living isn't that old? This isn't Life versus Living. I didn't say if I'm baiting you. There you go. Like literally, I have so many more ideas and. It's actually like it's basically a copy paste job. It doesn't really matter. Like I'm not. Yeah. Do you think this sounds like Life versus Living? That's crazy. You crazy. You're crazy, Darko50. You're crazy. Been meaning to ask you, a song Break It Down sounds oddly familiar. I did play it out a bit. I played it out a bit before it came out. Would that be it, Captain Gromit? Are you out here, like in Europe, or? Yeah, familiarity doesn't necessarily mean you've heard it before. Like sometimes you can kind of like chase familiar as like a vibe. All right. I think we're gonna head out of here. It was good to see you all, friends. I'll be back next week, same time. I will. Yeah, I'll be back next week. It might start a little bit earlier. I might start a little bit later. I'm not too sure. We'll do some more music. We'll do some more hanging out. It was a pleasure to hang out with you guys again. Yeah, US percussion's always fucking sick. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna. I don't know. I'm tired. I need I need a little snack. I'll see you all very soon. It's been a fucking pleasure. Thank you very much, friends. I will see you next week, and then I will see you on tour, and then I will see you after tour right here on the Fox Stevenson stream show. Yeah. Okay, I'm out of here. I gotta find. I'll see you later on. Be safe, friends. Big love. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me. Bye bye.